And here with Greater Beckley coach Justin Arvon. Justin, first of all, it's been a pretty good summer for you guys. The AAU team featuring a lot of your players doing really well. One of those players, Kaden Smallwood, having a terrific summer. Then he was injured. Let's talk about the summer he was having, the injury, where he's at right now.
He was having a very efficient summer, getting a lot of looks, playing really well in the AAU circuit at big shots and other tournaments, averaging well over 20 points a game in those, 5-6 assists a game, and he's rebounding the ball well. He got injured in the last one in Rock Hill, South Carolina. He got a clothesline in the lane and then turned his ankle pretty bad. It wasn't fractured, so that's good, but it was a pretty bad sprain.
What kind of looks? I mean, obviously he was drawing a lot of attention during the summertime, but have you heard from a lot of schools about him now? Is it really ramped up because of the summer he was having?
We have. We've heard from a variety of different schools about Kaden. In his 10th grade year, he's actually offered by West Virginia Wesleyan, and we've heard from schools like Navy, McNeese State, we've heard Waynesburg University, schools like that, and then of course your conference schools have been in contact with him some as well.
He's drawing in on, I think, probably a lot of different milestones. He's pretty close to 1,000 now, and do you expect him to top that this year? And what other goals do you have him for him as a coach?
Well, individually, it would be great for him to surpass 1,000 points. He can do it this year pretty easily, and so that'll, I'm sure, be one of his individual goals. But I know he, as well as his teammates and everybody else, want to win, and that's their main goal. And that will come as long as the team aspect is happening and we're winning.
You guys you beat James Monroe here, you beat Webster County, and you had to turn right around and play those two teams again, which is a pretty tough turnaround. Didn't quite make it down to Charleston, but showed you can play with the best teams in this region and be one yourself, as you guys were last year. What do you need to do to get over that hump, you think, and make it on down to Charleston in the state tournament?
Well, depth was an issue last year. We had a lot of issues last year, starting with COVID, and of course everybody did. But we did get James Monroe here at home, beat them. We beat Webster at home, and we had Webster in the regional championship game. We were up 10 with about 2 minutes left, a little over 2 minutes, and just turnovers, some injuries, and fouling out, things like that. They were able to chip back into it and take it from us. So.
Personnel-wise, you got a really good team coming back. You have to be excited and really chomping at the bit to maybe have a whole season this year, not wait until March to get it started, and just start on time and get things going the way the basketball season generally goes.
Yeah, we're excited to get going this year, full year, a normal year, and we've got some younger kids stepping up. Depth's not going to be a problem this year for us. We're going to have a fun year for sure, and the goal, as it was last year, is to win at the end.
Is Kaden definitely the leader of this group? I think he's been a 3-year starter here.
He has been, and he will be the leader. A lot's going to fall on his shoulders this year, not just from play on the floor, but his leadership, in the classroom, in the school during the day, at practice, before practice. Going to be a lot more expected of him in that way. He is a senior, and he is a leader, and he's going to be doing that the rest of his life, leading people, so you might as well learn now.
You've seen a lot of guys, a lot of great players played against, you coached with and against great players. Have you seen a kid have a better half than he did against James Monroe here at the end of the season when he had 20 on him?
20 in the first half?
Right.
It was about as good a half of basketball as an individual can play. And he didn't just have 20 points. I believe he had 4 assists in that one half as well, and he had a few rebounds. It's just an unselfish way to play the game, and it got us out to, I believe it was an 18-point lead there in the first half at one point.
And I don't know if you want a team aspect, obviously, but is he sometimes a little too unselfish? Maybe should score a little bit more?
Sometimes. I know he likes to score, and we need him to score. But that doesn't mean we want him taking poor shots, and shot selection was a big thing in that 20-point half he had. And in the second half of the year, shot selection was outstanding, and it gave us a shot there. We should have been in Charleston, we feel like. So.
Well, that's I think that's more or less what I meant. He doesn't really have to score to be a valuable asset on on the court.
No, there's other guys that can play as well, and they put in a lot of work, and he knows that, and he has the ability to create for other people, and he's perfectly capable of doing it, and he's good at it.
All right. Benny, your first off season, I guess, as the head man pool off season, what's it been like?
It's been fun. It's been challenging in certain ways, not in others, but it's been a good time. We've had good turnout, to workouts, and the 3-week period was beneficial to us. So we're excited to get going here in November.
Okay. Justin, I appreciate the time, man. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.